Thank you. Ms. President and distinguished delegates of the Council, my name is Adam Briscoe. I speak to you today as a representative of the 200,000 students of the European Union of Jewish Students. Parallel to the doctrine of which this body operates, the EUJS is devoted to entrenching the rights and voices of minorities. EUJS ensures that the voice of Jewish youth is heard on threatening issues such as the delegitimization of Israel and European anti-Semitism. I would first like to express my deepest concern by the previous accusatory, flagrant, and contradictory statements of Palestine and Syria. The Syrian representative has stated that Israel is the last country to speak about human rights and democracy, while over 7,500 individuals in Syria are dead at the hands of the government. Mr. President, today I question you on the support of Israel, the sole Western liberal democracy of the Middle East. Established within this great organization in 1947, as well as the peace-oriented minorities of the Middle East. Each year, around 50% of all human rights resolutions condemn Israel, punishing the liberal society of the Middle East, while overlooking the radical governments of the region. By not condemning clear human rights violations in these regimes, including the discrimination of women and the disappearance of LGBT community members in countries like Saudi Arabia, Kuwait, and Iran, you have in fact legitimized the argumentation and appeal of anti-Israel hate groups on our campuses by not issuing any Human Rights Council stamp of disapproval. These hate groups accept Hamas and Hezbollah as legitimate stately organizations. Realistically, Hamas and Hezbollah are terrorist organizations that reject Israel's right to exist, openly receive financial and armed support from many members sitting before us today. The failure to investigate these state actors and their inhumane policies inaccurately diverts the attention of human rights violations. This diversion then leads to harsh consequences for messages of peace and coexistence that my Jewish peers and I attempt to portray on campus each day. I ask you, how is this council standing up for Israeli human rights? How many members of this council have actually been to Israel and the territories to see the situation firsthand? And finally, what was the last time this council upheld human rights of innocent civilians in Sderot, who are victims of thousands of Hamas rocket attacks each year? Mr. President, we are living in an age of scary realities for Jews in Europe and Israel. Do not forget that those who cannot remember the past are condemned to relive it. I urge you to be a maverick unto the nations of the world for standing up for the Declaration of Human Rights, protecting Israeli citizens, taking a stand against anti-Semitism, ending Item 7, and bringing these other severe human rights violations into the global spotlight. Thank you.